Hey guys, tonight I'll actually be showing you how to replace the quarter window seals in your 240, 260, and 280. This is, replacing the gasket that holds the glass in place in the framework. And I just thought this might be kind of helpful to show you real quick. So let me get the camera on the tripod and I'll walk you through this. So looking at this frame right here, this is actually looking at the top piece. This is the passenger side of the car. So you can kind of see how that looks. But the way this thing works is you've actually got two screws that go right here. And now they're actually round head screws like that. So you got two screws that hold this upper frame, and then on the other side, under the gasket, you got to pull your gasket apart to get to them. You've actually got countersink screws, two countersink screws that go here. And what happens is basically the glass is held in place by the gasket that actually pinches around the glass itself. And so when you take these screws out, this front will actually come loose, so you can actually kind of slide it up out of that gasket. This back is a little bit more tricky because it actually has a groove in this metal here, like a track. So once you take those screws there out, you have to work this out like that right there. And you can kind of see how that works. It's got a track right here that rides on that groove of this thing here. As you can see, maybe I can look at my camera and try and do this. So yeah, so this actually will slide together like this right here. It goes on the inside. It kind of fits into it like that right there, as you can see. And once you got that out, your glass will actually come out. You have to kind of work that gasket out of the frame because it's usually stuck in there. But then once you get that gasket out, you have a gasket very much like this one to replace it. And it's made almost exactly the same way. This is actually a precision gasket. I'll give you the part number here. So it's a precision bag here. But it's part number 76836E8200. And this will work for the left or right side. It's this universal side. And so basically what you do is you'll take that gasket, take your glass. Of course, I've already cleaned everything up really good. This glass had a lot of overspray because this car had, of course, sat in a body shop for a long time. But basically this gasket's got a groove in it. And what you'll do is you'll just kind of start one corner of it. It's a little easier. It's a little harder than what I'm saying because I'm looking at the camera too. But we'll get a corner started here. And basically you'll just kind of work it onto the glass. And you may could give the glass a little bit of wetness, like just with a little bit of water or something that may go in there a little easier. But basically you'll just work that gasket on, and then you'll start seating it back into the frame. Let me get this gasket on real quick and I'll bring you guys back. I now have the gasket on the glass here, as you can see, and basically like I said, it just tucks up inside the seal. Let's see if I can zoom in here and show you. Just kind of see how it actually fits up into that lip of that gasket, and basically you just work the corners in. Usually I start with two corners. I kind of stretch the gasket out to get it on the glass itself, and you just kind of work it down inside the that channel of this rubber gasket all the way around, and you'll actually, it fits pretty deep. It actually is a pretty deep fit on that. And then once you got that, what you'll do is you'll put it back in the frame here, which I'll kind of walk you through that here as well. So basically what you want to do is kind of get this front lip here started first. So as you can see, I've kind of got it pulled into this lip of this frame. I've still got this to work into the frame. You can see right here I've got this gap forming. So what I'm going to do is actually kind of get it to line up. And don't be afraid to get a little rough with it. You have to kind of sit on one corner and kind of work everything in. It's not the easiest thing in the world. But just make sure you don't have any pinches. Like I've got right there, I got one area that's outside the thing, but I just kind of work that gasket down inside the actual frame as well. And I kind of work the glass as well with it. Make sure both sides are kind of going in there, like so. And as you get it, you can start working the frame and around it. Like I say, don't be afraid to get a little aggressive with it. Can't see what I'm doing, can you? Here we go. Yeah, so basically I'm just taking it and I'm working the frame and around it. Just putting some pressure on it. Just try and get it fairly close, because what's going to happen next is once I get this thing kind of in there, like so, you can start seeing it's getting the shape inside this lower trim piece here. That's kind of what we want to see. We can just kind of keep working the glass, everything in as well. Once you get it fairly close, you'll take your upper piece here and you'll actually start here at the back. That's what I found works pretty good. You'll start back here where it fits into that channel, that track. Let's get everything kind of started here. There we go. Get everything to line up. That's probably the hardest thing, is trying to get everything to line up. And right now I'm just working the gasket into the lip of this upper piece so I can slide it in. It's not very easy. Alright, now I have this one back together here. And like I say, this is not easy. It took me a little while to get it. That's why I stopped the video here. Because you just have to really push this thing back together. And if you're not sweating too bad, then you're not doing it right. Just a word of advice here. But that's what it'll look like when it's done. You shouldn't have any gaps, anything. The gasket should be nice and firm all the way around the glass here. As you can see, it looks fantastic, just like that. Now there's also an outer gasket that goes around the outside of this. You can see I've got to clean this one up to install the new one. But here's what the new one looks like. Right here, it's a grooved gasket. And when you look at it, one side is smaller than the next. The smaller side goes to the inside. So when you actually apply this thing, it's going to go, let's kind of show you, we'll start with this corner here because it's the right way. It'll look like this right here. So look at the top here of the glass. You can see how that gasket, that smaller lip, fits to the inside. Is how that works. And basically you'll just apply some weather strip adhesive and put that thing all the way around the glass, and it'll glue into the top like that right there. Of course, this one's not lined up, it's got a wrinkle in it. But basically it'll glue in, and then that'll actually be what makes the gasket between your body and the glass itself there. Now something else I'll make a note of too, because I've actually ran into this when I was taking these out, is that some of these actually broke off. The screws actually mount to the body to hold your glass in place. These are M4.7 thread, just so you guys know. And so I'm going to have to get some replacements for one of these here. It broke out there. But I'm going to go and get stainless steel if I can, and replace these with stainless steel hardware, so I don't have the issues where I had on this one where it actually rusted. And the screw actually just broke off from the rust. It was too far gone. But anyways, just want to take a minute here and show you how to do that. I know it's not the best video, but when it's back together you can see how it looks. So here's the two screws here, and then here's those two countersink screws over here with that track piece pushed back together, as you can see. But that gasket, it works really well once it goes in there. Also, for you guys that want to know what the gasket number is for the outer gasket that goes around the glass, I'll give you that real quick. It's also a universal part. It is 76834 E4101. That's the part number of the outer gasket. And once again, you'll need two of those for a car, and you also need two of the other gaskets to make up a set for a car. But anyways, hope that helps you guys out, and I just want to make a video of that real quick. And here's my driver's side I did earlier. You can see how it looks. I've got to replace this outer gasket here, because I just stuck the old one back in place, just kind of test fit this thing. That's really all I'm doing, making sure that when I place this glass has no issues with, you know, alignment or anything. But it looks good. It makes a difference to the car, just having that much of it in there. Of course, one shot of my car here from the distance now with that glass in there. There it is with the glass in there. Just every little thing I added to this car makes it look that much more better. So, anyways, appreciate you guys watching. I hope that helps some of you out with your quarter window gaskets here. And of course, I will show you this too while we're here. You can kind of see the alignment, how that will actually go right against the body. So that's where your gasket will go for your door. So it actually go with this framework here. Just want to show you that real quick as well. But anyways, appreciate it, guys.